host the Houston Summit. Good evening, I'm Mark Weber along with Steve Zats, and we're going to give you a short pregame show here before the action begins down on the floor. Steve, I think this is a do-or-die game for the Fever in their playoff race to catch the New York Arrows in first place in the Atlantic Division of the MISL.
That's true, Mark. The Fever has lost a road game at Pittsburgh and home games before large crowds to New York and Buffalo. A win tonight over the first-place Central Division leading Houston Summit is a must.
Well, the Fever have been hurt by two very key injuries, both to their goalkeepers. Bobby Rigby, their starting goalkeeper, is out with numerous injuries, mostly a back injury and an elbow injury. The other goalie, who played most of the season brilliantly before being injured against Pittsburgh in the game that Steve told you about, is Woody Hartman. Woody is out with a groin injury, and Woody will probably be joining us at halftime in an interview up here in the booth.
That's true, Mark. Woody is out. Last year's backup to Woody, Dan Brennan, did play some games earlier this year, but now the backup goalie to both Hartman and Rigby is Matt Kennedy. Matt played in the Buffalo game. He played an excellent game, and he'll be trying to duplicate that feat today.
Steve, one more thing I'd like to point out is Philadelphia Fever star forward number 18, Fred Grigurev. Fred is right now trying to guard an amazing streak. He has scored at least 1 point in every MISL game he has played for the Fever in the past 2 years. He will try to keep that streak alive today against Houston. Unfortunately, he had a 20-game goal-scoring streak stopped against Buffalo in the 4-2 loss on Sunday. So he'll have to try to start another streak of goal-scoring once again. Right now, without any further ado, we'd like to go down to the booth and to our play-by-play announcers, Miles Fingerhood and Dan Marchive, for the player introductions.
As they introduce the entire roster for the Philadelphia Fever, 30, Matt Kennedy, number 2, Eddie Sheridan. Number 3, Alan Kelly. Number 3, Alan Kelly. Number 5, Roddy Martinovich. Number 5, Dave McWilliams. Number 7, Clyde Watson. Number 11, Elson Seal. Amazing how I can do this before they announce it, isn't it?
It's almost as if you were reading it, Dan.
One of my favorite names, Ivan Rubiak, number 12. 14, Joe Fink. Number 15, Damir Lete, number 15. Number 16, Jim Levin. Jim Levin, the captain of the Fever. Number 18, Fred Grigurev. The man to watch, Freddie Grigurev. Number 22, Doc Lawson, number 22. Number 29, Jeff Holbrook. Jeff Holbrook, number 29. And number 73, Bobby Smith. So we'll be back with the starting of the game in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise. Please give a yard change for Houston. We are back with the beginning of the game.
Why don't we run down the starting lineups one more time? I'll take Houston. For Houston, starting on defense, number 13, Stuart Jump. A man to mention, last year he finished with about 25 goals, and for a defenseman, that can mean only one thing: he's got a powerful shot. On defense with Stuart Jump is number 21, Charlie DeLong. Up front, it'll be Ian Anderson, Gary Morielli, and up front is also Greg Delgado. In goal, Sepp Gottenheimer. Dan, why don't you run down Philadelphia real fast?
Very quickly, as far as we can tell, it's going to be number 12, Ivan Levniak, number 18, Freddie Grigurev, and number 6, Davey McWilliams. On the front line, on the back line, we've got Eddie Sheridan, number 2, Doc Lawson, 22, and in goal, Matt Kennedy. But I think we've got a little bit of a change because I see number 4, Neil Cohen, on defense for Houston, so looks like Cohen. All right, we are underway with our first major indoor soccer league broadcast in history. This is Doc Lawson, 22 for the Fever. Taken off by Morielli, trying to work the boards. He's being marked by Eddie Sheridan, and we've got our first violation.
Houston was on the push there, but the thing you like best about viewing this game is they don't waste a heck of a lot of time setting up. Within 5 or 10 seconds, the action will be continuing.
Doc Lawson back to Kennedy. Lawson may be, if there is one, on the United States Olympic team. He is an amateur playing under an amateur agreement here in the Major Indoor Soccer League. McWilliams back to Sheridan. Sheridan trying to move on Jump in front. Coming way out of his net is Gottenheimer. Lawson gets called on the push with 14:24 remaining. It's not easy to be a goalie in this league, Miles.
They come from all angles,
all over the place. Intercepted by McWilliams, but retaken by the Houston Summit Soccer, and this is number 4, Neil Cohn. Long pass intended for Anderson, and a nice play by Kennedy. Back the opposite way. There's the man to watch right there for Gurev. He's just got a knack for scoring.
He's got those long legs. He really can cover a lot of ground.
Doc Lawson, number 22. Did quite a job on Steve Jungle of New York. There, that's what we mean by the shots coming from all angles, and one's really parked by Doc Lawson. With 13 minutes and 50 seconds to go, it'll be a free kick for Houston. Watch how they attempt to play the boards, Miles.
It's quite different from outdoor soccer, and it takes a while really to get the knack for playing, and especially playing with your teammates.
Number 10, Dale Russell, who's knocked down, and Lawson gets called on the trip. Free kick for Houston. Early in the game, 13:45 remaining, scoreless tie. Russell, nice move around Lawson, left-footed shot. Rebound Cone. And twice just hitting the outside boards, and finally McWilliams coming back. McWilliams trying to hit. That's McWilliams right there. To Sheridan. Inside for Levniak, Grigoriev, and McWilliams up front. And taken back, and here's on a breakaway. That's number 17, Dan Bailey. Got a nice play by Hartman.
Violation is hand call.
Kennedy made a good play right there. He ran out of the net, but he used his hands. But this is a smart play. It's going to be a direct kick from the side, though not really a high percentage shot.
Direct kick, Houston.
He'd much rather have a direct kick from the side than an uncontested breakaway.
13 minutes, 11 seconds remaining. Still no score. The best chance early in the game was taken by Houston as they've hit the sideboards fairly close to the goal twice already. Anderson trying to drop it off to Morielli. And Morielli gets there, no, but Anderson regains control. Now Houston sets up back to Cone. Over the top, into the crowd, and it will be a goal kick for Woody Hartman.
Cone kicked that one well. He tried to keep it low. That's the trouble. This ball's so lively. These players have such a strong foot. The ball tends to sail. They get them on goal. It's going to be awfully tough to stop.
Number 3, Alan Kelly. Number 73, Bobby Smith. Coming in for the Fever. The substitutions aren't as frequent as they are in hockey, but they're certainly much more frequent than in outdoor soccer. Here's Levniak for Alan Kelly. Kelly moving on the left. In front is McWilliams. Tries to play the boards for McWilliams. Can't. Grigoriev. Levniak. Save! Contested along the boards. And a violation called on Levniak.
Against Levniak. By Houston.
First really good shot taken by the Fever today.
Yeah, in an indoor soccer game, there'll be about 65 shots by each team and about 25 saves or so by each goalie.
Of course, we have to mention that the percentage of scoring is much higher than it is in sports like ice hockey and outdoor soccer. You see goalies with goals against averages in the 5s and the 6s, and you'll never see that unless you're in the Pee-wee leagues and regular soccer. Violation on the near boards against Alan Kelly.
Alan Kelly.
This game off to kind of a slow start. Teams trying to feel each other out. We've only played 2 minutes, 37 seconds.
Charlie DeLong will be taking the free kick from just outside the red line. A lot of basketball type action going on close to the goal, Miles. Foul called on Smith, number 73. Pushing Stewart jump.
In outdoor soccer, really, you're supposed to mark a man, but it's much more obvious here with only 5 on the side. It's a man-to-man defense.
That's exactly right. Ian Anderson will take it.
Ian Anderson to make the play for Houston.
He talks over strategy with Morielli.
He's on the wall.
To Cone. Off the boards, taken by Hardman. Or excuse me, by Kennedy. To Bobby Smith. Levniak back to Smith. Okay, now watch the man-to-man defense. Grigurev being marked by Cone. McWilliams moving in front of Levniak if they can get it to him. Still with the ball, McWilliams. Trying to get it to Levniak, but it's kicked back and taken by Duncan. Stewart jump against Alan Kelly. And Kelly does a fine job on him. Taken away by Smith. Smith leads the break. 4 men up, trying to hit Grigurev. And it's taken by Gottenheimer, not allowing Grigurev to take a chance, as Gottenheimer played those boys very well that time. Violation on Jim Lemon. Free kick for Houston with 11 minutes and 16 seconds remaining.
I've just been informed by Mark Weber that the referee for today's game, they only have one referee with an assistant on the side. The referee is Guy Freitur.
Guy Freitur.
That's the best I can do with that name.
Well, Mark is from Montreal, so he should know how to pronounce those French names, we hope, as we certainly don't. Alan Kelly trying to prevent Russell from getting to it. Here's Stremwell, and it's taken away very nicely by Captain Jim Lemon to Clyde Watson. Watson to Grigurev. Grigurev trying to move around Cone. Off the boards, and Gottenheimer again with a nice play off the boards. And Geerling. Back to Charlie DeLong. Geerling coming way out of his net is Kennedy. Makes the play, but DeLong racing against Watson. Watson gets there first. Nice play by Clyde Watson. Loose along the boards. Jim Lemon. DeLong now controls for Houston. Watch again the man-to-man defense and a sort of basketball-type motion. Almost a wild pass attempt right there inside for Geerling. And Geerling gets the left-footed shot away. But it's taken by Kennedy, who leads the break. To Grigurev, one-on-one with Cone. Moving to his left. Got crossed up with Lemon. Kelly is able to slap it back, but only to Gottenheimer. And he leaves it on for Jim Holland.
The thing you notice about the game is that body positioning is so important because they are playing man-on-man. You have to try and anticipate the pass beforehand and position your body between the defender and the ball so it comes to you first.
It's like a dangerous play call right here on Grigurev, and he does not like that at all. Another violation. I believe that was a 3-line pass.
Offside is a 3-line pass in the air. There's no offside. You don't have to position yourself when you go across the red line. Only offside at 3 lines in the air.
Jim Lemon, the captain of the Fever since David Robb left the team. To Sheridan, back to Lemon. He's got to retreat, goes back to Sheridan. Watson and Grigurev trying to get some position. And again, it's taken by Gottenheimer. No score, 9:25 remaining, first period. Houston in the white, and the Fever in the blue. Jim Callahan on the break against Watson. And Kennedy is able to make the save. Leaves it back for Sheridan. Eddie Sheridan. So Grigurev goes right past him.
The teams are moving the ball end-to-end quickly, but really not having any great chances as of yet.
It's a very fluent game, so far in this game, more in just the up and down movement of the ball than in any great offensive striking. Dale Russell against Sheridan off the boards, but nicely knocked away by Bobby Smith, number 73, and Lemon is able to move it away from Russell. Onto an open wing, intending it for Watson. DeLong tells his goalkeeper to get out of the way, and then is able to give it back to Gottenheimer. Intercepted by Doc Lawson. Watson. Grigurev. Nice move by Grigurev around one man, but he's still got Cone. Sheridan. One-on-one with Russell here. Lemon. Inside to Grigoriev, and he could not get much on the shot as he basically fanned. Nice setup, Miles, but everything except the last part went well.
And the Fever moved the ball well. The trick is, when you're guarded man-to-man, is to either beat your defender cleanly with the pass or have him guess wrong so you can get the pass off inside.
Here's Damir Lete. Trying to hit Sheridan to Watson in front. There's a handball. Away by Lete to Watson. Clyde Watson making some nice moves around two men, but he's finally triple teamed and has the ball stripped from him. And DeLong leads Geeling, and we go back the other way. Back to Russell, all the way back to Gottenheimer. 7:06 remaining. First period, no score.
Unless the goalie's pressured, when you just dump it back to him, he can't use his hands, or else it'll be a 2-minute delay of game penalty.
This is Stremuel. Again, Watson is there in position to knock away the centering pass. Kicks it on nicely to Lemon, trying to meet Lete. Gottenheimer and Lete on the race, and Lete is the loser. Morielli, right-footed shot. Morielli gets his own rebound. Left-footed pass. Neither one connects, and Lawson finally knocks it back to Kennedy.
You can tell that Doc Lawson's really a ball player. Always calm out there.
Did a superb job on the leading scorer in the league, Steve Jungle of New York, 2 games ago. Jungle scored a couple of goals during garbage time after New York had basically put the game away, but for most of the game, Lawson just, I'd say, really outplayed him. Nice move around Stewart jump, and Lawson is able to lead the break. Trying to hit Watson. Here's a shot save on number 11, Elsie Seal. Back to Lawson. Into the far corner, Seal trying to get into position for a shot. Back to Lawson. And that time Seal just raced too far and was not in the position. Breaking ahead of the pack is Ian Anderson, but the pass goes awry and Anderson has to retreat. Anderson again. Save and a score on the rebound. Great feed from Stewart jump.
I think that ball went in off Doc Lawson. He was there trying to help out. It was a great save by Kennedy. He anticipated, but the ball caromed off Kennedy's back off Lawson, and it just trickled into the net.
Well, Miles, that play all developed when Ian Anderson broke out alone.
Yeah, what happened was the Fever had a good chance there. It was Clyde Watson was in close and he blasted rather than trying to put it into one of the corners of the net. And so often happens in hockey and in indoor soccer. When you miss a chance to score when you really should, the opposition races down, catching you unprepared, and has a good setup.
That's Anderson's 18th goal. The assist to Stewart jump, his 9th of the year. And it's 1-0 for Houston Summit Soccer. Joe Fink taken away by Pellihan, and it's going to go all the way back to Kennedy. Alan Kelly. Back to Fink, and back little give and go action with Alan Kelly. Kelly and Bobby Smith, the defensive combination right now. A lot of these names are fairly familiar for the outdoor soccer fans. It's because a lot of these guys double up. Save and front. Again, Gottenheimer playing those boards exceptionally well. And again, here's the break pass. This is Dale Russell. Russell and Bobby Smith.
Pushing the violation.
Violation on Smith, pushing. 4:49 remaining, first quarter.
It was an excellent play by Houston. Dale Russell anticipated the save would be made, and he broke out right away trying to catch Bobby Smith flat-footed. Smith was equal to the task, but fouled in the corner.
There's the shot. Off the back of Alan Kelly's head, almost deflected on goal. Damir Lete. Taken away by Greg Delgado. And now Don Stremuel starts up the other way. He's got Geerling on his right, takes the shot himself, goes off the boards. Lete back to Geerling, flips it ahead to 17 with Geerling right there.
Good tackle there.
And intercepted by Fink. Nice play by Greg Delgado, not allowing Fink to break loose. As Houston's doing a fine job on the defensive end also.
I think the difference between indoor soccer and hockey on these 2-on-1s is that the players can recover so quickly. A 2-on-1 in hockey, they get to go in on goal.
There's a bad pass. Fink on the shot. That's deflected. Let's trying for the rebound. Knocked out of bounds. And we're asking for a 2-minute penalty, and they're going to get it. Intentional kicking of the ball out of the arena. 2-minute penalty is being called.
That's the way of the game, and it's just not permitted. They want this game to keep moving.
We're going to have our first power play of the night. And again, for all you hockey fans, watch the way the players set themselves up. It's very similar to hockey. Miles, what you were saying about the fact that it's very difficult to catch yourself in a hockey 2-on-1. One of the reasons that is because you're skating. And once you turn around, once the offense has you turned around, it's well nigh impossible to then turn back around, skate backwards, and get back into position. Freddie Gregura starts from the touchline. Here's the shot by Levniak. It's deflected, and we go back to Gregura. Okay, watch the box being worked by Houston. Levniak, number 12. There's the shot off the boards. All the way back to Gregura. Ball goes over the red line, but again, remember, you don't have to, that offsides rule as you do in hockey. Clyde Watson, number 7. Back to Gregura.
The Fever in a pentagon light.
Off the boards. Violation called on Lemon, and he doesn't
Dangerous play by Lemon. He kicked that ball over the waist. That'll be a Houston kick.
1 minute, 34 seconds left on the penalty. 3 minutes, 31 seconds left in the first period. Jim Callahan is in the box. All the way back to Levniak, and he's going to start over. Watson. Back to Levniak. Watson again. Gregura from the near side. The shot goes through the goal now. Levniak. Watson. Knocked away by Cohn, but Watson recovers. A minute exactly left now on the penalty. Levniak. Gregura. Hit a body in front, and it goes all the way back to Levniak.
He tried to force that ball, so not a good play there.
Watson again. Levniak with a shot and a nice save. The header by Watson. And that head right there is not the easiest thing in the world to do.
And he got a lot on that shot. Normally, header you do from in close. But Clyde Watson threw his body out headlong. He got a lot and just sailed over the crossbar.
2 minutes, 40 seconds remaining. First period, 1-0 score, Houston leading. Levniak will start over. 39 seconds remaining. Here's Gregura. The wings on this are Watson and Gregura. That's Watson. There's the shot in front. Nobody in position to go off the boards. Gregura has to retreat for the ball. Back to Levniak. Setting themselves up in front with Williams and Lemon trying to do kicks and screens and be in position for rebounds and passes. Levniak. Gregura tried to work a give and go and almost winning off a Houston Summit soccer player. I think that was number 11. Looks like number 11. The penalty is over right now, and again the Fever came close, but Gregura is going to try to start something. He can't. Watson recovers. He's got Lemon and McWilliams, if you can see him, and a nice tackle. But Watson still has it with 1:43 remaining. Back to Levniak.
The Fever really never got the ball inside on the penalty. They had a few good shots from long range. Just have trouble penetrating all season long. They've had problems.
Here's Watson, and Gottenheimer is there to make the save. With 1 minute and 27 seconds remaining in period number 1. Bobby Smith races back on. Watson goes off as we change on the fly.
Brad Gregura is the only Fever player who plays close to 12 minutes a period. He's got 43 goals, and he's played enough time to score that many.
Stewart jump. Leading Morielli breaking in front. Here's Morielli. Oh, just missed. The shouting for the ball is Callahan. Back to jump. Tries to hit Morielli in front. Kennedy comes way out. Lemon trying to lead the attack. Can't. Stewart jump. For Morielli. Nice play by Bobby Smith. Morielli recovers and takes it with 38 seconds left. DeLong tries to feed it to a couple of bodies in front. Lemon is tripped. No call. There's a call.
That's one thing I've noticed about indoor soccer referees. They kind of wait until it's obvious that the crowd agrees with the call, and then they call it.
That's not good on the referees right here. 3-line pass.
Meaning no disrespect, or just stating my my gaze, what it sees.
All right, you heard it here first. 29 seconds remaining in the first period, 1-0. Stremwell, save Kennedy. Kennedy just stood right up and made the hand save. McGurr tipped away by Cohn. Cohn doing an excellent job so far. Morielli. In front is Callahan. They can't get it to him. We've got looks like a holding call on Jerry Morielli. 7 goals, 10 assists, 17 points. 11 seconds left in the first period.
And I hate to say it, but it really hasn't been a barn burner of the first period. We've had 1 goal, and not all that many chances.
That's pass on Smith.
3-line pass in the air. That's costly in the last 10 seconds. The Summit can try a quick shot.
Neil Cohen, out of Dallas, Texas, I believe. There's the shot save by Kennedy. And that's going to just about do it for the first period. 1. It's all over. The first period ends with the score. The Houston Summit Soccer 1, the Philadelphia Fever no score.
And at the end of the first quarter of play,
It's 1-0, checking the shots. It's 9-7 in favor of Houston. And that's not a lot of shots on goal. And really hasn't been too much action. Hopefully in the second period, the action will pick up.
Well, we'll see, just the same as you will. This is Bobby Smith. He's always got a number that's easy to remember, 73. You don't see many numbers above 30. Gugurev. Again, Gugurev and Cohn. One-on-one matchup. And a redirected shot that Gottenheimer just got his feet on after he dove headlong for it.
Gottenheimer appears very sharp tonight.
And even when he's fooled, his feet are in the right position. So Cohen's going to go all the way back to him. 1-0, only goal of the game, scored by Ian Anderson. Alan Kelly to Gugurev. Alan Kelly's open in the middle. Here he is. Here's the shot. And I believe it was actually a pass to Ivan Levniak, and Kelly intercepts again.
Fever dominating the play now, still can't get any good shots off.
Rather poor play by Kelly. I don't know if he was expecting Levniak to break or if he was trying to go off the boards, but either way, action didn't pan out, and Gottenheimer has the ball. Callahan to jump as we go the other way. Jump getting the feed from Anderson. Kennedy getting the feed. And back to Kelly. As we start the other way, breaking open is Gugurev. Cohn is like his shadow out there. Tries to hit Nick Williams, but it's a bad pass. Goes right through, man. So if he is able to control it now, they lose it, and it's jump on the control. On the breakaway now, it's a great feed. And a nice play by Kennedy to stop it. Great feed by Anderson to jump. And almost a bad play right there by Alan Kelly.
Kennedy started a little late there. I didn't know if he'd get there. Just barely got there, preventing the goal.
Fred Gugurev. Nice feed to Fink. Here's Joe Fink coming on the left side. Tries to go around the boards. Goes loose in front. Taken away by 3 swarming white shirts.
Good play by Geerling.
And then here Geerling starts out with Seal on his left. Or excuse me, with Russell on his left. That's Dale Russell right there. In front is Anderson. A trip is being called on Smith.
tripping is the violation. And Smith.
12:38 remaining. First half now.
Dale Russell will resume play.
There's only, good news for you fans, there's only been 1 shutout in the history of the MISL, and I hope we don't make it number 2 tonight.
No, it's still very early. 1-0 game.
Brexit will make that challenge the long.
DeLong will take it. Kelly breaks it up. As Geerling was trying to get his foot in it, but Cohn re-steals. Cohn's going very deep. And Kelly is in position. There's been 2 white shirts not being marked by anybody. Finally, Fink gets back. Here's Gugurev. Nick Williams is on his left. Gugurev around 2 men. Furious with the officials.
They knocked beautifully. That was a good play.
And Russell starts back with Geerling. Callahan. Right there is number 8, Strumwell. He can't get it in front. Russell, and a nice diving play by Kelly, who looks shaken up. Russell again over the top. Boy, that dangerous chance right there, but nothing came of it.
That left-handed shot by Russell had a lot of hook on it. Started out well wide, just hooked a little over the top of the crossbar.
Alan Kelly is being replaced by Roddy Martinovich, number 5.
Houston's taking over the territorial play. Outshot the Fever 2-1 in this quarter.
Cohen beats Gregorov to the head, but the ball goes to Fink. Almost a steal by Gregorov, but a bad play by Cohen and Gottenheimer.
I think it's safe to call Freddie Gregorov one of your more animated players. He really gets into the game, and he plays tough all the way.
Orielli to Russell. Russell ridden off by Smith. And Smith starts it up for number 11, Elson Seal. Doc Lawson coming in for Bobby Smith. Here's Gregorov. Double team, triple team, stripped of the ball. Fink trying to get it back. Fink regains possession. Fink is fouled, and it's going to be a free kick for the Fever as the foul's going to be called on number 12, Jim Callahan's pushing call. Shots are now 11-8 miles in favor of Houston.
If you wonder why the players try and go along the sideline so much, it's because there's only going to be one defender on the sideline. Right there, Freddie Gregorov had the ball early, held it too long, was triple teamed, and had the ball taken away from him.
Gregorov and Lawson discussing strategy. And Cohen is right in position again. Doc Lawson goes for the steal, can't get it. And Russell makes a beautiful play around Doc Lawson. Morielli. Russell. On the far side, Callahan. In front. Only man there was Elson Seal, and Matt Kennedy falls on it. Get a belly flop onto the ball.
Lawson. Martinovich.
Roddy Martinovich trying to hit Elson Seal. Back to Gregorov. Tries to get in front of Fink, knocked away. Lawson and Seal colliding. I'm trying to think how to... Here's a break, but Martinovich was able to cut in front of Callahan. I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce... Is that Franz Kronthausen? Kronthausen? Kronthausen, something like that. Number 30 for Houston.
Houston working the give and go really well. They've done a lot of two-player drills, it looks like, because they can't anticipate each other's moves.
Doc Lawson and Kronthausen. Gregorov back to Lemon. Lemon muffs it. So it's Kronthausen. Ian Anderson going right on in. Shot. Save. Beautiful save. Kronthausen trying to get it in front again, but it's taken away. Roddy Martinovich with Fink. Stripped away, but Lemon controls. 9:30 remaining first half. Gregorov. Lemon in front of Gregorov.
The Fever just aren't counterattacking at all. They're taking too long to set up, and that's what Houston's been doing. They've been having the better opportunities all game.
Halftime lucky shootout.
Here's Fink on the feed from Gregorov.
Prize to shootout is a $75 gift certificate.
DeLong with beautiful defensive work. Nice position by DeLong. Fink still controlling. Left-footed shot off the boards. Gregorov is not in there for the rebound. Lawson. Intercepted by DeLong to Anderson. And Anderson goes back to regroup. Houston 6-7 in their last 13 games. They're still in first place, though, in the Central Division. Neil Cohen. Long pass intended for Kronthausen. In front is Geerling. And headed away by Kennedy. But Anderson is the only man there. Kronthausen. Cohen. Anderson. Expected Cohen to break, but he didn't. Gregorov to Lawson. And we drop back, regroup, and start over again. Martinovich, Clyde Watson, number 7. Tried to hit Lemon. Lemon didn't break, and Cohen knocks it back to ground. Finhammer. Gottenhammer. And adding an R where there shouldn't be.
Never heard to add an R, Dan. You know that.
That's right. It's a long screen for the ball, but he's not getting it. Instead, it's going all the way to Geerling. Gregorov slaps it away, but now Dale Russell takes it. Long feed in front, and beautiful play by Kennedy as a nice pass to Dale Russell on the long breakaway.
Houston, again, trying one of the long passes, a quick counter. Appears to be the best way to score. The Fever have been trying to set up, and if you set up, the only way you're going to score is either poor hustling on defense or else a great individual
And
move.
here's Lemon feeding Lawson, but Lawson can't get it in scoring position. Regroups, sends it out of the crowd.
Pass by Dr. Watson. Leaves the playing area.
Houston brings at least 4, sometimes 5 men back on defense, and it's awfully hard to score playing against 6 players, including the goalie.
We have a stoppage of play right here for a rug.
A rug timeout. 7:18 left to play in the first half. The Summit leading 1-0. They've outshot the Fever 11-9. They really haven't had the territorial play the whole time. They haven't had it in the Fever end, but they've had the better scoring opportunities, taking the ball rather quickly from their own end and quickly advancing it to Fever territory.
Jerry Morielli working against Sheridan. Sheridan wins that contest. Sheridan and Martinovich on defense. Gregorov trying to beat Cohn. A little kid racing up. There's Lemon with the shot. Save! Cutting down the angle nicely was Gottenhammer. Martinovich is beaten to the ball by number 19, Jerry Morielli, with Anderson. Morielli breaking to the middle. And his shot gets smothered by Ed Sheridan. Anderson sliding for the play. But it goes to the Fever and Jim Lemon. Nice tackle by number 12, Jim Callahan. He's been hurt of quite a bit this game. Actually, he's been hurt from quite a bit this game. He's been hurt of many times. Watson and Russell. And Watson wins the body position.
Watson weighs only 135 pounds, so he really has got to make sure he's in the right position.
Setting Gregorov to Lemon. Gregorov sends it ahead. Is tripped by Cohn, no call. And Gregorov gets up very slowly. Lemon.
I don't know if Gregorov was really tripped. I think he just kind of ran over the man.
I totally agree. And he takes a run at Neil Cohen in the corner, and we've got, I believe, both players going off for 2 minutes. We'll be back right after this.
Second seeing Cohen denying him opportunity to score, and they kind of ran into each other on the boards kind of heavily. The ref called him for the 2 minutes boarding on Gregorov, and I guess a hold or a rough on Cohen.
Well, you certainly can't blame Cohen. In fact, you have to admire Cohen. He's played a very strong game on defense. Pushing violation going on here. Smith and Morielli are the combatants, and it's going to be on Morielli.
Bobby Smith.
Playing full side, a good chance for a team to get an open
And here's
shot.
Alan Kelly in front. Nobody there but Ian Anderson.
Houston counters quickly. That's what they've been doing. This time it doesn't really pan out.
This time the Fever defense is there for making it a 1-on-3, so Jump is just going to go back, taken away by the Fever. Here's Davey McWilliams. Back to McWilliams, wide. And a foul called
Handball violation.
on Davey McWilliams. As he and Lemniak broke out 2-on-1, but they couldn't connect.
They played it beautifully. McWilliams waited at the right time, gave it to Levniak, and immediately gave it right back to McWilliams, the perfect play. He had the shot, and he just shot it wide. Not much to say about that.
Intercepted by Alan Kelly. Levniak in front. Kenny Gettison going right on in shot. Save, rebound. There's Ian Anderson. Anderson is Johnny on the spot on that play. And again, you're right, Houston countering quickly. Anderson's breaking loose on the right. Here he comes. Off the board, pass to himself, and breaking in front was Bobby Smith to knock it away.
Well, you can tell Ian Anderson from Edinburgh, Scotland, has played the game before. He knew exactly what he wanted to do the whole time.
Quite a British-sounding name, isn't it? Ian Anderson.
He very nearly succeeded there.
54 seconds remaining in the dual penalties. Levniak Alan Kelly, number 3. Try to set it up in front. Russell's there first, and now Kelly's there first. Back to Bobby Smith.
Fever with the territorial edge.
Trying to set it up in front, but DeLong makes the play. Back to Gottenhammer. Strumlow. Swept away by Kelly. Levniak, Mitch McWilliams, 2-on-2. McWilliams shot wide. Rebound cleared very quick on the far side. Bobby Smith in the race for position.
Using his body well there.
In front, McWilliams. Nice play, and a trip not called on Ivan Levniak, and Houston breaks out very quickly. Difficult from here to say whether it should have been called, but we're going to have to basically agree with the ref since we couldn't tell. Levniak, the penalties are now over. Gregorov is breaking, and right away he's shadowed by Cohn. Tries to hit McWilliams. McWilliams, goalie's out. But again, the Houston defense is there. Levniak, Eddie Sheridan. Levniak and McWilliams get crossed up, and as a result, one hits the other with the shot. Doc Lawson has it slapped away by his goaltender, Kennedy. Wide open on the far side. If they can get it to him, McWilliams, they can't, because Gurov is able to take it to McWilliams. You've got a young fan who likes to climb the boards right there. Ed Sheridan. Dave McWilliams slapped away with 3:10 remaining. Doc Lawson. Sheridan. Clyde Watson. Watson moving against Morielli. Ned not gaining much territorially.
Showed good speed though. Didn't do much.
They look nice. And Cohen is finally able to let it go all the way back to his goaltender, who calls timeout.
One timeout a half. Houston uses theirs.
Yes. With the score 7-1, Houston nothing. We want to thank everybody from the Philadelphia Fever for allowing us to do these games. And we want to remind you that this game is brought to you by UTV exclusively for UTV Hellions, and that any rebroadcast or retransmission of any type without the express written consent of either the Fever and University Television is prohibited. Sounded really professional, that one, didn't it?
Very good, Dan. The Fever trailing 1-0.
I was trying to remember exactly how Don Meredith does it when he's on Monday Night Football.
I gather we're not on the air.
We are. Your guy blew it, all right. Game-winning goals. Gregorov 5, Smith 3, McWilliams 2, Levniak 1. If you're reading that from, it's on the scoreboard. Miles, we've got just about
2:42 left in the first half.
in fact, exactly 2:42 left in the first half.
The Summit leading 1-0. The Fever have taken over the lead in shots, 13-11. They've held the Summit to but 2 shots for this quarter. But once again, the Fever had that one chance by McWilliams, and he shot it wide and really haven't had much going. 1-0 at half is really not showing any offense by either side.
Somebody wanted to hit Lou Nolan, our announcer. Poor Lou. Goes out of bounds,
Played by Doc Lawson.
and Doc Lawson is there for the touchline kick. Sheridan's pass headed away by Callahan, back to Sheridan, and back to Gottenhammer. Getting his head under the Gregorov, deflecting it to Clyde Watson. 2:20 left, first half, still 1-0. Gregorov and Cohn. Nice back heel to Watson, but it just didn't connect. Give and go between Fink and Watson. Over the glass,
Next return
into the crowd.
Fever just cannot penetrate Houston. They don't know what to do. They can't get an open outside shot, and they try and force it inside, and they lose the ball.
Morielli. Ian Anderson. Gearling. Intercepted by, or excuse me, Stuart Jump, intercepted by Sheridan. Watson with Fink. Now it's Fink against Cohen, as Cohen again is always there, and we've got a push call on Fink. Oh, they're really doing a super jab, isn't he now?
He's doing it all, and I really don't appreciate he's making this game much, much too slow for my being.
Joe Fink. Gurgurev. Lost it on the give and go. Tries to get in front of Fink, and Gottenheimer's there. Gottenheimer's doing Gottenheimer.